Welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, and I am Gaurav Gupta, and I welcome back all of you once again to the next session of Last Lap to AILET 2022. Now our examination is in the next month, and we have around just more than 1 month, left for this examination. All right. So in this series of Last Lap to AILET, you will see a lot of sessions that will be conducting from all of you for different sections of this examination. Now friends, this is the first session on logical reasoning, and as all of you already know that in this session I'll be taking two topics that will be discussing briefly with some set of practice question that we'll be solving in today's lecture in the live format. Now these two topics that we'll be taking on today will be direction senses and blood relations. All right. So friends, so I can see that all of you are already there. Navya, good afternoon. Yusuf Ali, good afternoon. Anjali, Violet, good afternoon. So I hope all of you can hear me. I am clearly audible as well as visible to all of you. Good afternoon, Movies Malik. Welcome back once again to this session. I can see you that you were also there in my last session. Okay, so warm welcome to all of you and welcome once again to the next session of Last Lap to AILET 2022 on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now friends, before I start this session, I want all of you to quickly subscribe our YouTube channel, press the bell icon so that you will not miss any of the notifications of the upcoming sessions that we'll be conducting for all of you in the near future. All right, so let's start with this session, everyone. Now I'll start first of all talking about the relevance and the weightage of the portion that I'll be covering in today's session. Okay, so the section in which these two topics will appear will be the logical reasoning section, and sub area, like we all know, that we are going to discuss direction senses and blood relations. Now as far as the weightage of this portion is concerned, you can easily expect around 4 to 8 questions in your examination from these areas. Also, I believe all of you must be having an idea of this thing, how easy this topic is. So I can say that the level of difficulty of the questions that will appear in our examination makes these two areas, these two topics, as the most scoring areas in our examination. All right. Okay. Now friends, in this session, I'll be briefly talking about the logic that will be used in direction senses and blood relations. So part one of this session will be based on direction senses. I'll be telling you one of the basic logics that we'll be using in this topic, and then it will be followed by some set of questions of different types that you will see in your examination. Okay, so I'll be giving you the solution, the entire solution. I'll be discussing each and everything based on the questions that we'll be covering here in this class. And in case you have any kind of doubt, you can please write your query in the chat box and you can clarify whatever is the difficulty is there for all of you. Now, after direction senses, we'll be starting with blood relations. So I'll be talking about the common set of blood relations that will be used, how to basically draw a family tree, what all things we need to take care while drawing a family tree, what different symbols we can use to make things look easy for all of us. Okay, and then followed by set of questions from blood relations as well. All right. So overall, I can say that the entire session can range from 45 minutes to 1 hour. So all of you must be ready to study here for the next 45 minutes to 1 hour. Now, Arhan, you are asking first class hai? Yes, almost first class hai. Yesterday, you must have attended a session taken by Alpa ma'am, in which she basically talked about this examination and NLU Delhi precisely. All right. So let's start this. It's my first session here. Okay. So logical reasoning one, and definitely I'll be coming back again and again for all of you with the different areas of logical reasoning. All right. So let's start with our first chapter, which is direction senses. Now, a few things that we need to know in direction senses. So they are in front of you. So first thing is we must understand all the four directions: north, south, west, and east. Okay. So I have one question for all of you. Let's say if I'll make a plus sign like this, what will be this direction that we take? So what is this direction? Come on, if I draw a plus sign, I've drawn it in front of you. So at the place of question mark, which direction will you put? All right, Ragini says this is your first class with me. All right, Ragini. Come on, give me an answer for this. All right, all right. All of you have written north as your answer. Fine, I'll consider your answer. Okay, fine. Now I'll ask you one more thing. Let's say I am sitting like this. All of you are sitting like this, or some of you must be standing. So if I'm standing like this or sitting like this, which direction is there in front of me? मेरे सामने कौन सी direction है? Which direction is there in front of me? This is my second question for all of you. I'll come back to the first question in a few moments. All right, Augustine, good. Any other answer? Come on, which direction is there in front of me if I am sitting like this? Now, friends, it's simple. You cannot determine this particular thing. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. If we make a plus sign, then generally what we do is we consider this direction as north, but not necessary that this direction will be north. हर एक क्वेश्चन में ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि ऊपर वाली डायरेक्शन हमेशा नॉर्थ होगी. Okay, so this is our assumption that if this direction is north, then opposite direction will be south. On the left hand side it will be west, and on the right hand side it will be east. Okay, now focus here, all of you. Now this is our assumption that if this direction is north, uske opposite south hoga. From north, if you'll go in clockwise direction, you will get east, and opposite to east it will be west. Now what I can do is I can also consider north to be this direction, and the answer in any question will never change. So I can start by assuming north on the right hand side as well. Opposite to north it will be south. North से clockwise direction में जाएंगे, I will get east, and then opposite to east it will be west. So everything is our assumption. All right. Now there will be some questions. So basically there are two types of question in general that you will see in direction senses. One type of question is the one in which you will have to fix the directions at the beginning of the question. Okay, we'll see plenty of examples of this. So there will be a set of questions. In which you will have to fix these four directions at the beginning of the question. The second type of question will be the questions in which you will get to know about these directions towards the end of the question. That means you will not be fixing these directions at the beginning, but you will get to know about these directions towards the end of the question. All right. So I will definitely take one example each for both these type of questions. So all of you don't worry, we'll look at this. All right. So this is one thing that we need to understand about the directions. Okay. So if I have considered this first set of directions as given by you, all of you, so north at the top. Okay. After that, opposite to this is south, then on the left hand side it is west, and on the right hand side it is east. So we must be knowing the cyclic orientation of all these directions. This is one very important thing that you all must know. Now after that, the portion between north and east. So anything which is in this area, is called as northeast. So this direction is northeast. This direction will be southeast. This one will be southwest, and this direction will be northwest. All right. So the intermediate directions of the four important directions should also be known: northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. All right. So this is one very important thing that we must know about the directions. Okay. Now let's have a look at some of the examples of this type. Now I'll be basically uh, showing you some questions one by one, and I want all of you to be actively taking participation in solving these questions, and you all must put your answers in the chat. All right. So question number one on your screen now. It's a small request. Please don't use this platform for your personal chat. Okay, fine. Now keep solving these questions. Do active participation. Take active participation in this class. The first question is already there in front of you. Start solving this one. So the question says that a man is facing southeast. He turns 135 degrees in the clockwise direction and then 180 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. Further, he turns 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. Finally, he turns 270 degrees in the clockwise direction. Which direction is he facing now? साहिल you're asking, sir, clocks and calendars के questions ज़्यादा आते हैं MHCT में. Yes, Sahil, I cannot say that ज़्यादा आते हैं या कम आते हैं because you will not have a fixed number of questions coming from any topic in any year. Okay, so number of questions is not fixed, but definitely you will see questions from clocks and calendars to be coming. This is an important area. All right, so I have already started getting the answer. So Augustine, Abhinav, all right. Asmita has given one answer. Akanksha, Kinza, Pinky. All right, so a lot of you have given the answers. So let's start with the discussion of this one. Okay. Now the question says that a man is facing southeast. So first of all, I'll fix four directions. So this is north, south, west, and east. Okay, so this is the directions that I'll be taking. So I'll draw a big plus sign like this: north, south, west, and east. The person is facing southeast direction to start with. So this is the direction that he's facing. Okay, now he turns 135 degrees in the clockwise direction. So clockwise he turns 135 degree. So first of all, after turning 135 degrees in the clockwise direction, now which direction will he be facing? So 135 degrees. So I can break it as 45 degrees plus 90 degrees. So this is 45 degrees and this is 90 degrees. So now he will be facing west direction. All right. Am I clear? So west direction he'll be facing after the first step up till this point. And then 180 degrees anti-clockwise. Now 180 degrees anti-clockwise ho ya clockwise ho, doesn't matter at all. He will be facing the completely opposite direction. So after this step, he will be facing east direction. Okay, fine. So this is the direction in which he is now facing. Now further he turns 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction, that means like this, and he will now be facing north direction. Finally, he turns 270 degrees in the clockwise direction. So now finally he turns 270 degrees. So 90, 180 and 270. So 270 degrees in the clockwise direction. Okay, so finally he will be facing the west direction. So which direction is he facing now? The correct answer should be option C, and my answer is west. All right, so currently he is now facing west direction, and most of you have given a correct answer. So most of you have given the answer as west. So yes, the correct answer for this question is west direction, which is option C. Okay. So friends, this is the example of the question that we have seen, in which we fixed the directions at the beginning of the question. We fixed north, south, west, east at the beginning of the question. Okay. All right. Now look at the next question. Please deal with this one very carefully. Question says that one morning Humpty and Dumpty were playing chess and sitting opposite to each other. It was observed that Dumpty's shadow fell to his right. So the question is, which direction was Humpty facing? Now the keyword here for this question is this one. One morning. Okay, so everything is happening in the morning. So one morning, Humpty and Dumpty were playing chess and sitting opposite to each other. It was observed that Dumpty's shadow fell to his right. Which direction was Humpty facing? Also, it's a small request to all of you. Please write your answer only once. Okay. So it's a small request. If you can listen to me, just write your answer only once. So Satya Pratap, Abhinav, Ayush, Kinza, Harshita, Akansha. All right, got your answers. So please write your answer only once. Okay. Navya. All right. Okay. Now friends, this is one example of question in which you cannot fix the directions at the beginning. So you cannot say that ये ऊपर वाला direction north होगा, नीचे वाला south, this will be west, this will be east. You cannot do this thing. Okay, fine. So let's start this one. So one fine morning. Now let's talk about morning. Now if I look at the direction of sun in the morning, the direction of sun in the morning, we all know that sun rises from the east. Okay, sun rises from the east. So if I am standing like this in the morning and sun is rising from the east, which is on my right hand side, let's assume. So sun is rising from my right hand side. So my shadow will fall on the opposite direction. Okay, so if I'm standing like this in the morning and sun is rising from my right hand side, which is east obviously, then my shadow will be in the opposite direction, that is the west. Okay, so अब जहां पे भी shadow है, that direction will be west. Now this is the key important factor of this question. All right, so Humpty और Dumpty को बिठा दो, कैसे भी बिठा दो, but they should be facing each other. So Humpty and Dumpty are sitting in the morning, they are facing each other. Okay, and they're sitting opposite to each other. Now it was observed that Dumpty's shadow fell on his right. So Dumpty की shadow उसके right में fall हो रही है. So Dumpty is facing this side. Okay, his shadow will be on his right. So this is the right of Dumpty. Okay, so if shadow is on the right, then the sun should be on the left of Dumpty. In the morning, the sun is in the east. So if I'll now make a plus sign, then this direction will become east. Opposite to this will be west. I'm sorry. So opposite to this will be west. All right. Now this will be north and this will be south. So this is the final diagram that we will have. Now the question is, which direction was Humpty facing? Now Humpty is facing towards the right hand side and this is the north direction. So the correct answer for this question will be north. Okay, so the correct answer is north, that is option D. Now Navya's sun will be opposite to the direction of the shadow. Okay, so if I am sitting like this, my shadow is falling on my left, so the sun must be on my right. All right, am I clear, Navya? I hope all of you have understood this particular thing. Yes, Navya, this was quite tricky, but I hope all of you have understood whatever explanation I have given for this question. All right, okay. Satya Pratap, you are asking, sir, is he facing? So Humpty is this person. Humpty का face किस तरफ है? Right की तरफ है. On your screen, Humpty is facing on the right hand side. And on the right hand side, which direction is it? The direction is north direction. All right. Okay. So Satya, I hope now you have understood the explanation that I have given to you. Okay. Now let's move on to our question number 3. So question number 3. Yes, Mahindra, this will be helpful for CLAT as well. Definitely helpful. Now question is, 7 villages A, B, C, D, E, F are situated as follows. So some conditions, some directions are given to you about the relative position of these 7 villages with respect to each other. So E is 2 kilometers north of B, F is 2 kilometers north of A, C is 1 kilometer to the west of A, D is 2 kilometers to the south of G, G is 2 kilometers to the east of C, and D is exactly in the middle of B and E. Now you have to determine which two villages are farthest from each other. Yes, movies Malik. Absolutely. So any answer for this one? Take your time. There is no hurry. All right. So Abhinav is first one with the answer. Satya Pratap. All right. Good. Goransh, Navya, Kinza. Nice. So let's start with the discussion for this one. Now, 7 villages A, B, C, D, E, F are situated as follows. So I'll start with the first statement. E is 2 kilometers to the north of B. So north, so I will be considering the conventional directions, north, south, west, east, as I have drawn on the right hand side of the screen. Okay. Now E is 2 kilometers to the north of B. So let's say B is this position. B is here. So 2 kilometers to the north of B is E. So E, let's draw here, and 2 kilometers. This distance is 2 kilometers entirely. Okay. Now F, now I have drawn E and B. So I will either look at a statement in which I have E or B. So I'm not considering the second statement. I'm not considering the third statement, not the fourth, not the fifth. Okay. So let's talk about this one. Now D is exactly in the middle of B and E. So D is exactly in the middle. So D is here at a gap of 1 and 1 from these two. Okay. Now let's see a statement having D. So I look at the statement that I am now underlining. Now D is 2 kilometers to the south of G. So D is 2 kilometers to the south of G. So G will again come in this line, and the distance between G and D should be 2 kilometers. So distance between G and E will be 1 kilometer. All right, clear? So I'm done with these statements. G is also introduced. Now let's have a look at the next statement. I'll mark it with a different color. So G is 2 kilometers east of C. So east of C, 2 kilometers. So C will come here. C will come here. And 2 kilometers to the east of C is G. Done. Next is this one. C is 1 kilometer to the west of A. C is on the west of A. How much? 1 kilometer. So A will come at this place. Okay, A will come at this place and this distance will be 1 kilometer. Okay, finally the last statement which is left, F is 2 kilometers to the north of A. So F is 2 kilometers to the north of A. So this will be the position of F and it will be 2 kilometers up there. Okay, so this is the entire diagram. Which two villages are farthest from each other? As you can see in this diagram, the highest distance between F and B. So F and B are at the maximum distance from each other. Okay, diagram से ही साफ साफ दिख रहा है. No need to calculate the distance between these 2 points. Okay, so F and B are farthest from each other. So the correct answer should be option C. Okay, so let's see how many of you have given yes. So plenty of you have given a correct answer. Nice. Now friends, there are more than 40 students who are watching this session live and only 10-11 students are responding. Now, if you are sitting just watching this session and not doing anything, it will not give you any kind of benefit. Okay, so once you will start solving these questions, doesn't matter if you are able to get the correct answer or not. The only important thing is you are taking participation, you are solving these questions, you are at least giving your 100% to solve these questions. Okay, so then only you will be having a good learning with this session. Otherwise, just sitting and watching this session like a news channel will not help you at all. Okay. Yes, exactly, movies Malik. Diagram agar theek ho, so if like everything in the questions of direction senses, majority of the thing is based on how good we are in observations and drawing these diagrams. Okay, so once you have drawn a perfect diagram, then your answer will be there in front of you. Okay, now let's go with the next question, question number 4, a very easy question. This one is, come on, I want an answer from all of you. For the last question, Abhinav ne to correct answer bhi de diya. Abhinav has also calculated the distance between those 2 points. All right, nice. Hi Aditya. Aditya, what was your question? So let me scroll back. So Aditya, can you put your question once again? So question number 4 says that at 30 minutes past 7, the minute hand of the clock points north. In what direction will the minute hand of the clock point if it is 15 minutes past 9 o'clock? All right, Belinda Augustine, nice. Satya, good. Amit and Kinza. All right, so let's look at the discussion of this one. Now, pretty easy. Now, let's assume that this is a clock. Now, at 30 minutes past 7, the minute hand points towards north. So, 30 minutes past 7, minute hand kahan pe hoga? Minute hand will be exactly like this. I'm not drawing the hour hand. Okay. So, I'm just drawing the minute hand. So, at 30 minutes past 7. So movies Malik, have a look at this one. Okay. So 30 minutes past 7, that means at 7:30, at 7:30, in a clock at 7:30, minute hand will be pointing towards 6. So this direction, they are saying that this direction is north direction. So if this direction is north, now I can make the plus sign. So if this is north, opposite to north, it will be south. This direction will be east and this direction will be west. Okay, so now let's have a look at their question. The question is, in what direction will the minute hand of the clock point if it is 15 minutes past 9 o'clock? So 15 minutes past 9 o'clock, that means the time is 9:15. So 9:15, minute hand will be exactly towards 3. Okay, so now we'll have to find out what will be this direction. So on the right hand side, what is this direction? This direction is west. Okay, am I clear, Mahendra and Aditya? Am I clear about this thing? So the correct answer for this question will be option A, that is west. All right. Okay. Now with this, let's move on to question number 5. Now question number 5 says that Ram left his house on a Lambretta scooter to meet his uncle. So this question is very old. Lambretta scooter. He traveled 5 kilometers straight and then went 5 kilometers to his right. So he started from his house, he traveled for 5 kilometers straight and then went 5 kilometers to his right. Further, he traveled 5 kilometers to his left and then went 5 kilometers to his right. Finally, he was facing the setting sun. Careful. Finally, he was facing the setting sun when he reached his uncle's place. Towards which direction did Ram started his journey? Aditya, 15 minutes past 9 means 15 minutes after 9. So that means 9:15. All right, Harshita and Asmita, two students have given answer for this one. Now Harshita has changed her answer. Navya, all right. Narendra, Gauransh, Akanksha, Kinza, Violet, Shweta, Anadi, Pinky, Shikhar. Okay, okay. So let's start with the discussion of this one. Now I'll first of all select the point from which this person has started. Okay. Now since this question is all about the directions, so I cannot assume the direction in which he has initially gone. We cannot do that because they are saying that he left his house and he traveled 5 kilometers straight. Now 5 kilometers straight, that means in which direction is he moving? We don't know at all. So this is another example of a question in which we cannot fix the directions at the beginning. We will get to know about the directions towards the end of this question. Okay. So let's say this is the point from which Ram has started. He left his house on a Lambretta scooter to meet his uncle. He traveled 5 kilometers straight. So I am moving this person in this direction. So he went 5 kilometers straight. Then went 5 kilometers to his right. So to his right, 5 kilometers, he'll take a right turn and will start moving here. Okay. So 5 kilometers to his right. Further, he traveled 5 kilometers to his left. Now he will take a left turn and will go 5 kilometers like this. All right. And then went 5 kilometers to his right. अब इसका राइट कहां पे होगा? नीचे की तरफ. So 5 kilometers to his right like this. Okay. Fine. Now he stopped. So this is the movement given by this person. Okay. Now finally he was facing the setting sun. Now sun sets in which direction? Sun sets in which direction? It is west. Okay. So he's facing the setting sun. He's facing downwards on the screen. So he must be facing setting sun, which is the west direction. Okay. Am I clear? All of you? So now I can make a plus sign and mark the directions. So west will be this one. this will be east, north, and south. So these are the 4 directions now I can mark. Okay. So the question is, towards which direction did Ram started his journey? So towards which direction Ram started his journey? He started his journey towards right hand side, and right hand side the direction is south. So the correct answer of this question will be option A. All right. So it will be south direction in which he started his journey. All right. I hope I am clear with this one. सत्य यू आर आस्किंग सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन रहेगा, आंसर बता दीजिए उसका बाद में. ओके फाइन. सो सत्या, डोंट वरी, आई विल बी कीपिंग 2-3 minutes or maybe 5 minutes towards the end of this question. Okay. Okay, so Satya, you are asking when he left his house, so why we have taken, like why we have assumed that the person has gone to the right hand side. Okay, now wait. Uh, Violet says that I took 5 kilometers straight in the north direction. No, Violet, this is what I have explained you. In such questions, अब straight जाने का मतलब ये थोड़ी ना है कि वो north में गया. Okay, so this is one type of question in which you cannot fix the direction at the beginning of the question. This is one very important point that you all need to understand. All right. Now, Satya, you are telling me that why I have assumed that the person is going like this towards right. Now, let me change the direction in which he is moving. Okay. We are bothered with the final answer. We are bothered with the final answer. Now, here in this case, the answer was south. I have assumed that the person was going like this. Okay. Now, let me change the first step. मैं first step change कर देता हूं. Okay. Clear? I'll change the first step for all of you. So let's start this one from the beginning. So I'll assume that his first step was downwards. Okay. अभी डायरेक्शन तो पता नहीं है, नॉर्थ है, साउथ है, वेस्ट है, ईस्ट है. I don't know about the direction. Okay. So first of all, he traveled 5 kilometers. Okay. So this is 5 kilometers. Then went 5 kilometers to his right. अब इसका right कहां पे होगा? यहां पे. So this is the right of that person. Further, he traveled 5 kilometers to the left. So 5 kilometers to the left, and then went 5 kilometers to the right. So this is 5 kilometers to the right. अब वो रुक गया यहाँ पे. Now he is facing the setting sun. Satya, careful, observe this one. Now he is facing the setting sun. So setting sun, that means this direction will be west. So अब plus sign बनाएंगे तो west direction ये हो जाएगा. This will be the west direction. Opposite to this will be east. Okay. North will be this one and south will be this one. Now let's see what will be the answer. Towards which direction did Ram started his journey? So Ram started his journey downwards. Downwards kya hai? It is south. So again the answer is south. Even if you will take his first step upwards, the final answer will be south in that case also. Okay? Am I clear? Alright, I hope all of you have understood this thing. Okay, so let me move on to the next question. So answer for this one is south. Let's move on to question number 6. Now question number 6 looks lengthy, but once you will make a proper diagram of this question, the question will be very, very easy for all of you. Now to watch the match between India and Pakistan, Gagan hired a cab from his house to the cricket stadium. The cab traveled 5 kilometers east. अब यहाँ पे बोला हुआ है कि cab traveled 15 kilometers east. So 15 kilometers cab traveled in the east direction at first. So now you can start by taking north, south, west, east directions at the beginning of the question. Okay. Now follow each and every step very carefully. You cannot commit a mistake. So be slow, be cautious, and draw the diagram properly. As one of the students rightly mentioned at the beginning of this lecture, that if you will draw a correct diagram for this question, you will easily get the answer. All right, Satya says answer is option A, and that is confirmed. All right, any other student who can give me an answer for this one? Come on, friends, give me an answer for this easy question. All right, Harshita, I hope all of you are like, there are two questions which are asked. So how far, basically the distance you'll have to find out, as well as the direction in which stadium is from his house. This is what. So there are two things that you'll have to find out in this case. Okay, so majority of the students, all right. No, not majority, I can say. So guys, distance as well as the direction, these are the two things that we have to find out in this case. So let's have a look at this question. So to watch the match between India and Pakistan, Gagan had a cab from his house. The cab traveled 15 kilometers east at first. So conventionally, I will go with these directions: north, south, west, and east. Okay. So first of all, from this point, 15 kilometers in the east direction. Okay. Then turned left and traveled 20 kilometers. Turned left, traveled 20, reached this point. I'm done up till this. From there, he turned right and traveled 15. So right, and again he traveled 15 kilometers. Then he traveled 5 kilometers to his right. So 5 kilometers to his right. Okay. Further, the cab traveled 5 kilometers right. So again a right turn and 5 kilometers. We are up till this point. Okay. And 25 kilometers north. So from this, now the cab traveled 25 kilometers north. Now north we have assumed up there. So 25 kilometers north. I'm sorry, I'll draw it once again. Okay, so 25 kilometers north, like this. So this is the final point that he has reached. Now from there, the stadium was 5 kilometers to his right. So now 5 kilometers to his right, this is the stadium. Okay. Now he quickly paid the fare and entered the stadium. How far is the stadium from his house and in which direction? So सबसे पहले direction sort out करते हैं, ठीक है? So direction. So how far is the stadium from his house? This is what we have to find out. From his house. So from his house we have to find out the direction. So direction at the house, if I'll make the plus sign, north, south, west, east, I'll draw these directions. Okay. So stadium is in this quadrant. So the direction of the stadium with respect to the house will be northeast. So the first part is northeast. Okay. So I can eliminate two options, option B and option D from here, because I know that the direction is northeast. Okay. Yes, Navya, 5 kilometers will be in his right direction. So he was moving upwards. His right will be on the right hand side. Okay, so this is what I have taken. Am I clear? Okay, so first part is, I hope all of you are clear that the direction will be northeast. Okay, now let's move and look at the distance. So distance check karte hain. So distance ke liye what we need to do is we need to apply Pythagoras theorem here. Okay, we need to find out the distance between point A and point B. Now net movement of this person, net movement of this person on the right hand side, if this is point A and this is point B, I'll assume. Okay, so net movement of this person on the right hand side. So first of all 15, then 15, that is 30, फिर वो 5 वापस आया और 5 आगे चला गया. So 15 plus 15 minus 5 plus 5. Understand this thing. First of all 15 towards right, and then 15 towards right, then 5 towards left, and 5 towards right. So net movement of this person in the right hand side direction is 30. All right, net movement of this person on the right hand side is 30. Now let's look at the net movement of this person in the upward direction. So now again I'm marking the arrows. So 20 ऊपर की तरफ गया, 5 नीचे की तरफ आया, and 25 ऊपर गया. So 20 ऊपर गया, 25 ऊपर गया, that is 45, and 5 नीचे की तरफ आया, minus 5, that is 40. So 20 plus 25 minus 5, that is 40. So net movement towards right is 30, net movement upwards is 40. Now join these 2 points and apply Pythagoras theorem. So in this case, AB will be equal to under root of 30 square plus 40 square. Upon solving, you will get the answer as 50. Okay, so he is in the northeast direction and at a distance of 50 from the home. Okay, so the stadium from the house is 50 kilometers in northeast direction. All right. Okay, so I hope all of you are clear. Now with this, let's move ahead and look at the next topic of the day. The next topic of the day is blood relations. The next topic of the day is blood relations. Now friends, all of us will take a pause. Now all of you must be enjoying this session, I hope. If you are enjoying this session, then quickly press the like button. So if you want me to come back again and again with a complete discussion and practice questions on each and every topic of logical reasoning, then please do hit the like button. I am giving what all of you want. So I just want the number of likes to be increased. So I can see that there are only like less than 30 likes. This is not done. So quickly do press the like button, all of you, and then we will move ahead in this session. All right. Now let's start with blood relations. Now the most important thing that we need to understand in blood relations, let's have a quick review of all the relations that we have. Okay. So this is the small chart that I have drawn for all of you. So let's say this is you, this is like the center, this is you. Okay, so I'll be telling you different relations with respect to a person. Okay, also most of these relations or all these relations should be categorized in different levels. So if I'll consider myself to be at level 0, the relations which are in a generation which is one generation above me, that is mother, father, uncle, aunt, all these relations. Okay, so all these relations will be mentioned or should be drawn at a level above me. Okay, so the relations will be mother, father, uncle, aunt, all these relations, right? Further upwards at the next higher generation, it will be grandparents. So a person's mother's mother, a person's mother's mother will be maternal grandmother. Okay, a person's mother's father will be maternal grandfather. So The relations that comes to us from our mother's side are called maternal relations. The relations that comes to us from our father's side, that are called paternal relations. Okay. So grandmother and grandfather from father's side will be paternal grandmother and paternal grandfather. Okay. Similarly, in the same generation, I have sister and brother. Okay. One generation below me will be my daughter, my son, my nephew, and my niece. All right. And then further, one more generation below, it will be grandchildren. So, grandson, granddaughter. All right. So, these are certain relations that you need to study in detail before you enter the questions of blood relations. Now, in general, you will find three types of questions that are generally asked in the examination. Now, the first one is coded relations, the second one is chain relations, and third one is the family tree. So, we'll take at least one or two examples, at least one or two practice questions on each of these things in today's lecture. Okay, so let's start with this. So first of all, coded relation. So first set of three questions is based on the coded relations that are mentioned on your screen. So read the following information carefully to answer the set of questions that follow. First is $B means A is mother of B. So they have basically represented the relations in terms of codes. So $B means A is mother of B, A hash B, A is father of B. A at the rate B means A is husband of B, and A percentage B will mean A is daughter of B. Okay, so according to these codes, now we'll have to answer the question that will follow now. Okay, so let's move on to question number one. So question number one, P at the rate Q $M hash T indicates what relationship of P with T. So I will show all the relations at the bottom of the screen. So the question is up there. All the coded relations are given at the bottom of the screen. Using these relations, quickly find an answer for this question and post your answer. Any answer for this one? Such an easy question this is. Okay, Kinza, good. Good that some students are still alive in this session, are taking active participation in this session. Good. All right. Harshita, Shikhar, Goransh, very good. Okay, so let me draw a family tree for this one. Now, P at the rate Q means P is husband of Q. So, P is husband, that is male, and the wife is Q. Husband and wife are separated by double dash. Okay, so P is husband of Q. Next is $M. Q is mother of M. So Q is mother of M. M will go one generation below. Now M का gender अभी तक नहीं पता. I'll not put it here. Now next is M hash T. So M is father of T. So M will become father of T. All right. Again, T's gender is not known. Now the question is, we have to find out the relationship of P with T. Now T's father's father is P. So P and Q are the parents of M. M is the father of T. So I can say that T ke father ka father is P. Okay. So it is paternal grandfather. Father's father is paternal grandfather. Okay. So the correct answer for this question should be option B, that is paternal grandfather. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. Now, which of the following expressions indicates R is the sister of H? Which of the following expressions indicate R is the sister of H? Now, generally, what happens in this type of questions is the question is like which is in front of you. Uh, we need to check each and every expression. So, what can be done in such cases is you can at least shortlist some of the options and you can eliminate the other options. So, I'll tell you how or what method can be used to eliminate some of the options. All right, Satya, Harshita, Akash, Belinda, okay, Anushka, Shikhar, Malvika. Nice. So a lot of you have responded to this one. Now, all of you focus here and understand the way I'll be doing this one. So to basically get an answer in a faster manner, I'll start eliminating some options. Now I want that R to be the sister of H. R is the sister of H. That means R, according to this statement, should be female. All right, the gender of R should be female because R is sister of H. Now from option A, the last statement has R. Okay, the last coding has R, which is F hash R. Now F hash R means F is father of R. Now here, since F is father of R, that means F ka gender will be male, but I'll not be able to determine the gender of R from option A. Okay? So option A, I will not be able to determine the gender of R, and then I will not be sure that if R is sister or R is brother, because R का gender नहीं पता चलेगा from first option. Okay, I'll explain it again. I'll repeat it. F hash R means F is father of R. Now F is father of R. So F का gender पता है because F is father, but we'll not be able to determine the gender of R. Okay, so that is why we are not sure. We cannot surely say that R is a female who is the sister of H. Okay, so using this R percentage D, R is daughter of D. So R is daughter, so that means she is female. So I'll keep this option. Option C, R dollar D. So R is mother of D. Yes, again, it's female. I'll keep this option. In the last option, F dollar R. F is mother of R. Again, the gender of R is not certain. I will eliminate this option. Okay, so this is one way you can start with this question. I've eliminated two options. Now let's check the first one. R percentage D. So R is daughter of D. So R is daughter of D. Okay. Now D at the rate F. D is husband of F. F is wife of D. So F will be the mother of R. Okay. And F dollar H. That means F is the mother of B. So F is the mother of B. F is the mother of R. R is female. Sorry, it will be H. मैंने B लिख दिया, it will be H. So F is the mother of H. So R is female. R and H are siblings, so R has to be the sister of H. Okay, so R will be the sister of H. Option B is absolutely correct, and you can mark this option as your answer. Okay, am I clear? Okay, great. Now let's move on to the third question, the same set. So expression is given. In this expression, how is F related to H? How is F related to H? Come on, any answer? All right, Belinda. Option C. Harshita says brother-in-law. Option C. Malvika says option C. Nice. Okay, so let's start this one. F at the rate D. That means F is husband of D. So F is husband, male, and D is female, the wife of F. Then D percentage K. D is the daughter of K. So D is daughter of K, right? Now K hash H. K is father of, so K is father of H. Okay. So another child of K is H. Now how is F related to H? Now H की sister का husband, sister's husband is called brother-in-law. So F is the brother-in-law of H. So H's sister's husband is F. So he will be the brother-in-law of H. Alright. So the correct answer should be option C. And majority of you have given a correct answer. That is wonderful. Okay, great. So these were the three questions based on coded relationships. Now let's have a look at one question in which you will have to draw the entire family tree. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes to draw this entire family tree, and then I will take you to the explanation of this question. So family consists of 7 members: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are 3 married couples. B is an architect and father of E. F is the grandfather of E and is a painter. C is daughter-in-law of D, who is an engineer. G is E's uncle, who is a businessman. There is one student, one housewife, one nurse in the family. The student is unmarried, and C is the sister-in-law of B. Okay, Navya, I'll take you back to the previous question. Navya, in this previous question, we didn't have to find out the relation of H with F. We have to find out the relation of F with H. So F ka to gender pata hai na, this is male. So that is why I can say that F is the brother-in-law of H. Okay. All right. Coming back to this question. Now, if you are done drawing this family tree, post done in the chat box. I'll start with the discussion and we'll move on to the questions one by one. All right, to one of the students is done. Harshita is also done. Nice. I'll wait for another few seconds and we'll start with the discussion. Yes, Harshita, you can say that this one was easiest. And मजे की बात क्या है कि we will get 3 to 4 questions on any set which is like this. Okay, so let us start with the discussion, all of us. Now, here the professions as well as the relations are given for these 7 persons, out of which there are 3 married couples. Okay, now first of all it says that B is an architect. So B is an architect and is the father of E. So B is father of E, that is male. Okay, and E will come here. Gender of E is not known. B will have his wife, since we have to complete 3 married couples. Okay, all right. So B is an architect and the father of E. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So B is an architect. All right, I'll keep on writing the professions on the left hand side. So B, an architect, is the father of E. Now F is the grandfather of E and is a painter. So F will come in this generation, grandfather of E. Okay, so grandmother भी बनानी पड़ेगी, ठीक है? And F is a painter. All right, fine. Now, next statement, C is daughter-in-law of D. Now, C is daughter-in-law of D, who is an engineer. Okay, now D is an engineer, ये तो यहाँ से पता चल रहा है. So D is an engineer. Now C is the daughter-in-law of D. Now D, I can say that should come at this place, but C can be the wife of B, or there can be other sibling whose wife can come here. So right now I am not drawing this part. Okay. Now next is G is E's uncle. So E ka uncle is G. Okay. So that means G will come here, the uncle of E. That means G can be the brother of B. G and B can be brother. These two persons can be brothers. Now G is E's uncle, uncle who is a businessman. So G is a businessman. All right. Okay. Now there is one student, one housewife, and one nurse in the family. We don't know who they are. The student is unmarried, so सबसे नीचे unmarried, so ये unmarried है E. Okay, so E को student बना देते हैं. All right, and C is the sister-in-law of B. Now this is an important statement. C is sister-in-law of B. So C cannot be B's wife. So C will be the sister-in-law of B. That means the wife of G. Okay, so D will come here. So C is the daughter-in-law of D. Okay, and there is one person who is left, and that is A. So A will come like this. So these are the children of F and D, right? C is the daughter-in-law of D and G's wife. Okay, so we have completed this chart here. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood what we have done in this case. Okay, So yes, Akanksha, A is the wife of B. Absolutely correct. Okay. So I have written all the relations. Now about housewife and nurse. So among A and C, one of the persons will be housewife and the other person will be the nurse. We know that E is unmarried, so that is why he will be, or he or she will be, the student. So A and C, housewife or nurse, in any order. So this will be the entire chart that you can see on the screen that we have just drawn. All right. Okay. So now let's quickly. Yes, we don't know nurse and housewife. Harshita, you are absolutely clear. You are absolutely correct. Okay. So let's have a look at these questions one by one. So all of you, who is the wife of G? Come on, option A, B, C, D. Give me an answer in terms of option. Option A, B, C, or D. Who is the wife of G? Which of the options is correct? A, B, C, D. All right. Okay. So let's see. So this is the diagram that we have. Who is the wife of G? So wife of G is C. So the correct answer is option C. All of you are absolutely correct. Next question. If C is housewife, then the nurse is who among the following? If C is a housewife, then the nurse is who among the following? Option A, B, C, or D. Let's see how many of you can give a correct answer for this one. Okay, nice, nice. Chaliye. Let's see. So if C is the housewife, then I can say that A has to be the nurse because we don't know the professions of these two persons only. So they have given that C is the housewife, then A has to be the nurse. So the correct answer will be option C. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question of the day, the last question of the day. I hope all of you are enjoying this session. So the last question. So question is, pointing to a photograph, a lady tells Manu, I am the only daughter of this lady and her son is your maternal uncle. How is the speaker related to Manu's father? A very twisted question in front of you. Pointing to a photograph, a lady tells Manu, I am the only daughter of this lady and her son is your maternal uncle. How is the speaker related to Manu's father? Now, what do we mean by maternal uncle? Maternal uncle means mother's brother. Maternal uncle is mother's brother. All right, Belinda, Abhishek, Movies Malik, Karnasri, Amit, Anushka, Pinky, Navya, Harshita. All right. So a lot of you have already given the answer. Now let's quickly solve this one. Now pointing to a photograph, a lady tells Manu. So a lady is talking to Manu and this lady is pointing towards a photograph. So lady says that I am the only daughter of this lady. So lady in the photograph and another lady tells Manu, I am the only daughter of this lady. So let's say this is the photograph. So photograph is of a lady also. So I am the only daughter of this lady. So only daughter. So let me call this lady as A. Okay. and the person in the photograph as B. So let's sort out a few things. Person in the photograph is B and this lady is A. So A is telling Manu that I am, so A is the only daughter of B. So A is the only daughter of B. All right. Okay. And her son, whose son? This person's son, whose photograph they are talking about. And her son is your maternal uncle. So ये जो son है ये तुम्हारा maternal uncle है. So that means your mother's brother is this one. अब इसकी तो एक ही sister है because only daughter लिखा था यहाँ पे. So that means Manu is the son of this person. All right. So her son is your maternal uncle. All right. So this person, her son, is your maternal uncle. So that means Manu की mother का brother है ये. ओके अब मनु मेल भी हो सकती है, सॉरी मेल भी हो सकता है, फीमेल भी हो सकती है. ठीक है. Now how is speaker? Now this is the speaker. How is speaker related to Manu's father? Now this speaker is Manu's mother. This speaker is Manu's mother. So how is the speaker related to Manu's father? So obviously it will be wife. So Manu's mother related to Manu's father, and the answer will be wife. Okay. So the correct answer will be option B, and that's it. Okay. Now friends, this was the last question for the day. I hope all of you would have enjoyed this lecture, and definitely I'll be coming back again and again in front of you with another interesting topics. Even if the topics are boring, I will definitely make all these topics interesting for all of you. I hope you have learned a lot of things in this session. We'll see you in the next session of Last Lap to AILET. Till then, have a good day. Keep studying. We'll see you once again. Bye-bye.